through these doors. Presented by First Community Credit Union.
North Dakota has carried a tradition of excellence on the ice since the program began. This year, the bench bosses exemplify a few of the eras of success. All 4 coaches on staff are alums of the UND hockey program, and their stories keep the heritage alive and growing.
That piece to me is fun because we all kind of have different eras that we played, and so we all have different stories and different things that we bring back from our program's history, and I think that adds an element to what we do and a tightness to our program.
I remember reading about Tony Herkus and Bob Joyce and the Herkus Circus, and it kind of resonated with me. I always kind of thought, oh, that would be a cool place to play. I remember when Kerry Eads and Dean Blaze and Gino Gasparini were recruiting me, I was pretty excited. Came on a visit just after Christmas in January, and just loved it. It was a huge snowstorm, and it was pretty brutal, but I didn't care. I knew I wanted to come after that visit.
And actually had a couple fly downs kind of on the schedule. North Dakota was my first stop. Spent the weekend here. I think they played Wisconsin. Went home, canceled the rest of my fly downs, committed here. It was a done deal. For me, it was an easy decision.
From playing at the old building and then seeing it transition into the new building and kind of starting my coaching career here too as well, and to see the fans and the passion continue to be there, continue to grow, and then to see the game and the program evolve as well from the players that have come in, just to be a part of that, just to be a piece of that, consider myself so fortunate.
I just found that this was me. At the end of the day, everybody kind of clings or goes to a program that is reminiscent with their personality. And this was me, and very grateful for that day I came on the visit because it turned my life around. One of the things when I first came here as a 17-year-old wide-eyed young boy is this was probably a stopping point for me. It's funny how life has twists and turns. This is one where I'm glad I stayed the course in Grand Forks.
I played pro for 11 years and coached in the American League for a couple years, and then was a head coach for 1 year in pro. And to come back with Dave Haxtell at that time and Kerry Eads, guys that I had both played with, and Kerry was my coach when I was here, so just a close connection with those people.
I played 3 years here at North Dakota, had a chance to sign with the Winnipeg Jets, and had a 13-year pro career. And then you say to yourself, what am I going to do now? I can still remember Dean Blaze picking up the phone on August 2nd in 2000, and he said, hey Brad, at the end of the day, would you want to come back and coach at your alma mater here at North Dakota? And it took me 0.3 seconds to say I would be honored to come back and coach with you at North Dakota, but that changed my whole life. Anytime
a place that has meaning to you, like UND does for myself, those opportunities come back. That doesn't happen all the time in the world, so certainly thankful that it came to happen in my life.
I wanted to get into coaching, to get back here, and to be able to start here has been surreal.
I think a lot of us feel that this is, a real kind of pinnacle of coaching, what we want to be, and we're not ever kind of looking for the next thing. We're saying, hey, how can we dig in? How can we fix this? And how can we, make our team as good as it can be?
It's pretty neat. Dane's been here a long time. I've been here a long time. Carl, obviously, he's in 5th or 6th year here with us, but I also coached Carl here too. And I think it's just knowing explicitly the character and what drives a person, and a situation where you feel comfortable being around them.
Brad came back as an assistant coach during my senior year. I've gotten to know Dane as a coach too. He was here and helped mentor me in as I got started as a volunteer coach way back when, and then at the time had the chance to be a volunteer coach while Dylan was playing. So it's kind of come full circle for me with getting to know everybody.
I consider myself lucky to be able able to learn from those guys starting out as a young coach. I think it is nice, the familiarity of it. When I played here, they were coaching, so I kind of know what they're about as well. So, you know, the expectations in that room have stayed the same since I was here. So as a new guy coming in as a coach, I think that makes the transition easy.
It certainly helps when you have guys that have come up through the program and played under guys like Gino, played under guys like Blazer, and coached with Coach Hackstall. All those things kind of tie into the legacy of the program, and we hope again that we continue and build off of it.
Trust and care are two big words. You know, trust is a big thing in this day and age, and when you have people that have kind of been around this program long enough, you know they trust in the program and they care a lot about the program. But then you go back to the other staff, you know, Mark Pullman, Pat Swanson, Alex Stocker-Johnson, Ryan Leducer. They all went to North Dakota as well, and I think that's pretty special. And, you know, you have to have experience, or you have to live it through being here before to get through those times.
They're just as important. What Mark Pullman does, it ranks right up there as being so special. He's a huge cog in our wheel of success.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it just goes to show, you know, how strong this culture is. Anyone who's been through here wants to, you know, try to help out any way they can, want to get back and help the next wave of guys as well.
I think it goes back to Gino Gasparini as far as what he started within the program here at North Dakota. It's a special place.
It's kind of part of you. It's in your DNA. You have such a love of the program, such a kind of connection with the university, the city, the whole state. You know, when other opportunities times come along, it's hard to really think about, for me, leaving this place, because I feel so connected to it and it's so important to me and my family.
You know, I think people understand what a special place it is. Like there's just so many special things that as a player you consider yourself fortunate to be a part of, but then as a coach you really see it and appreciate it even more.
You know, when I left here, I played in 3 different NHL teams, and I ended up in I guess getting into the coaching field. I ended up in the minors, mentoring young players trying to get to the NHL. And I'll tell you what, there's never a place that I've been to that's been like North Dakota.
Show your school spirit with an exclusive UNT Fighting Hawks debit card found only at First Community Credit Union.
After more than a week away from Grand Forks, the team is back from the holiday break, refreshed and refueled for the new year. It starts with an exhibition contest against college hockey's future stars.
Feels good. I mean, definitely love this group here, so it's nice to just kind of be back together.
Obviously, you want to mentally and physically kind of reset and get away for hockey, but also at the same time, you still want to stay fit and ready for when you come back, and obviously like today in practice. So yeah, I would say it's a little bit of a mix.
I think I worked out like 4 or 5 times in that 12 days I was home, so nothing too crazy, just getting some touches and, you know, not losing your game in the middle of the season.
We play on Saturday with guys being off for 10 days, so an opportunity to not have to be able to jump in and you're playing an important non-conference game and kind of get the body moving again.
I think it's a great idea, this exhibition, but we're going to treat it like a real game, and it's good to, you know, get our feet wet for the second half of the season. NTDP team's really good. They have some really good players on that team.
We're just going to play exactly like a game, just a normal regular season game. So we're just going to prepare today, tomorrow, the next couple of days, get ready for USA, and it should be a really good experience for all of us.
It'll be fun to just kind of see some of the talent they have. Obviously, being NTDP, they got kind of some future stars coming up, so just get a chance to play against them, see what they have. Should be a fun game.
Through these doors, presented by First Community Credit Union. Life is better with community.